Hello viewers, I have already discussed aldol condensation in my previous videos. Today I am going to discuss intramolecular aldol condensation. So just for a brief, aldol condensation is condensation between two carbonyl compounds which can be aldehyde or ketones. So there is a reaction between two carbonyl compounds. One of the carbonyl compound behave as an enolate ion. There is an abstraction of the beta alpha hydrogen by the base, and then that enolate ion attack at the electrophilic center of the another carbonyl carbon, and the reaction take place to give aldol. And this aldol on heating give alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. So now I start with intramolecular aldol condensation. So if a compound contains two carbonyl groups, both aldehydic groups or both ketonic groups, or one aldehydic and one ketonic group, then the enolate ion of one carbonyl group can attack at the carbon of another carbonyl group. This reaction is called intramolecular aldol condensation. So till now we have discussed intermolecular aldol condensation. Intermolecular, where as I told you, we are reacting two different carbonyl compounds. Two different carbonyl molecules, they can be identical or they can be different, so, but two different molecules are reacting. That is intermolecular. While intramolecular, as the term indicates, intra means within the molecule. That means a single molecule contains two carbonyl groups, and then the reaction is taking place from one carbonyl group to another. One carbonyl group is behaving as an enolate ion and another carbonyl group is behaving as an electrophile, and then the reaction takes place. So this type of reaction is called intramolecular aldol condensation. And as the reaction is taking place within the molecule, and therefore it leads to the formation of cyclic structures. And that is why this reaction is also called as aldol cyclization. So this reaction is useful in synthesizing 5 or 6 member rings. Aldol cyclization of rings is smaller than 5 and larger than 6 are less common because of their instability. So since the rings is smaller than 5 and rings larger than 6 are not stable, and therefore generally 5 or 6 member rings are formed in the intramolecular aldol condensation. Now let's start with the first, aldol cyclization of 1,4-dicarbonyl compounds. That means the 1,4 here stands for the two carbonyl groups are there. If you number one carbonyl group as 1, then the second carbonyl group will be present at the 4th position. Now let's see this example. As you can see here, if I number it as carbon 1, then it is 2, 3 and 4. So the carbonyl group, the two carbonyl groups are present at 1st and 4th with respect to each other, and therefore it is 1,4-dicarbonyl compound. And here I have taken R and R dash. So you are free to write down R as H or methyl or ethyl. Okay, so it is a general formula for 1,4-dicarbonyl compounds. So first number it. Okay, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now when you treat it with the base, what will happen? The first step is the abstraction of alpha hydrogen. Now let's see here how many alpha carbons are present. To this carbonyl group, this is alpha carbon. To the 4th carbonyl group, the 3rd carbon is alpha carbon and the 5th carbon is alpha carbon. But since here we are dealing with cyclization, because the cyclization, the ring is obtained which gives stability to the system, to the molecule, and therefore the rings are formed. So the reaction that means will take place to form the ring between 5th and the 1st carbon. That means the carbon ion will be generated at the 5th position. So base will abstract the alpha hydrogen of the 5th carbon, and then the attack will take place. So let's see. So this is the structure of 1,4-dicarbonyl compound. When base is treated, when this compound is treated with base, so this carbon will give alpha hydrogen and you will get this enolate ion. Now I am numbering the enolate ion. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 5th carbon is attacking at the 1st carbon and the double bond will be shifted towards the oxygen. So as you can see here, the bond is formed between 1st and 5th carbon. That means it is a 5-member ring structure. So first you will draw the 5-member ring structure. Okay, this is 5-member ring structure. Now number the carbon. So I have started numbering from here. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have numbered the 5-member ring structure, and at the first carbon we have single bond O negative and R dash. So at first we have O negative and R dash. At fourth we have carbonyl group. So at fourth we have carbonyl group. And at fifth we have H and R. So at fifth H and R. So this is the cyclic structure is formed. Okay. Now next, what is the next step? This O negative will take proton from the water molecule, get converted, water molecule gets converted into hydroxide ion, and this O negative will get converted into OH. So this is aldol is formed. Okay. And now aldol, when you heat it, what is happening is dehydration take place. For dehydration, the hydrogen present at the alpha carbon and the hydroxy group present at the beta carbon gets eliminated. So this is carbonyl carbon, this is alpha carbon. So the hydrogen of the alpha carbon, this is beta carbon, OH of the beta carbon goes out. So the bond shifts here, this bond shifts here, this has H plus, this has OH minus, so loss of water molecule, and a double bond comes here. So this is a double bond. So now a 5-member ring structure is obtained with a double bond and a carbonyl group. So if you have to name it, it is cyclopentenone. This ene stands for this double bond and the one stands for the carbonyl group. And now you have to mention the position of the double bond, as a carbonyl group is taken as a main group. So you will start numbering the carbon atom, this as 1. So this carbon atom is second carbon atom. So the double bond is present at C2 and therefore the name 2-cyclopentenone derivative. If you know the value of R and R dash, you can completely write down the name of this structure completely. Since here we don't know what is R dash, then it is 2-cyclopentenone. Let us take R is H and R dash is also H. So then this will be 2-cyclopentenone. So accordingly you can name the compound. So this is 1,4 cyclization of 1,4-dicarbonyl compounds. Let's take another compound. So aldol cyclization of 1,5-dicarbonyl compounds. So I have told you what is 1,4, what is 1,5. So 1,5 means here if you number the one carbonyl carbon as 1, then the second carbonyl carbon will be present at the 5th position. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 1,4-dicarbonyl compound. It is a general formula because here I have written R and R dash. So you can change it according to your requirement. So now number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now, how many alpha hydrogens are available here? This carbon is alpha carbon. So this is alpha hydrogen with respect to carbonyl group C1. And with respect to C5, these two are alpha carbons. If I write on the alpha carbon here, then the reaction between 1 and first carbon and the 4th carbon will give 4-member ring structure, which is not stable. If the carbon ion is formed or the enolate ion is formed at the 6th carbon, then the reaction between 6th and 1st carbon will lead to 6-member ring structure, which is stable, and therefore the reaction will take place between 1st and 6th. That means it is the alpha hydrogen at C6 carbon which will be abstracted by the base. Okay. So the first step is the base will abstract this hydrogen to give this ion, enolate ion. Okay. Now number the enolate ion 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because if you number it, it is easier to write down the cyclic structure because we have to write down the substituents also which are present in the ring. Okay. So the negative charge at the 6th position will attack at the carbonyl carbon and the double bond will be shifted toward the oxygen. So 6-member ring, the bond between C1 and C6 leads to 6-member ring. And now you number the 6-member ring. I have numbered it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At first position we have O negative and R dash. So at C1 we have O negative and R dash. At 5th we have carbonyl group. At 5th carbonyl. And at 6th we have H and R. So at 6 we have R and H. Okay. So this is the cyclic structure is formed. Now the next step, Next step is abstraction of proton from the water molecule. So O negative abstract the proton from the water molecule and get converted into OH. So now aldol is formed. And now you know what will be the next step. Aldol, when heated, eliminates water molecule, and in water molecule the proton is eliminated from alpha carbon and OH is eliminated from beta carbon. So this is carbonyl group, this is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon. So H plus from here, OH minus from here, loss of water molecule, and now a double bond is formed here. Okay, so it is a 6-membered ring structure with carbonyl group and double bond, and hence the name is cyclohexenone. Ene stands for double bond, one for the carbonyl group. Again, we have to mention the position of the double bond. So carbonyl group is number 1, so it is 2. So double bond is present at the second position, so the name 2-cyclohexenone derivative. Okay, so depending upon the value of R and R dash, you can write down the exact name of this compound. Okay, now the next, aldol cyclization of 1,6-dicarbonyl compounds. So now you all know what is 1,6-dicarbonyl compound. So this is the general formula: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the dicarbonyl 1,6-dicarbonyl compound. And now how many alpha hydrogens are available from here or from here? Okay, so if this alpha hydrogen is abstracted, it will attack here to give 5-member ring, or it will attack here. In both the cases, you will end up with the 5-member rings. So let's see. So when you added base into it, so this alpha hydrogen at 5th position is abstracted by the base to give the enolate ion. This enolate ion is formed. Number the enolate ion 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now draw. This negative charge will attack at the carbonyl carbon and the double bond will be shifted towards the oxygen. So now again a 5-member ring is obtained between C1 and C5. So draw a 5-member ring structure. Number the carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At first you have O negative and R dash, O negative and R dash. At 6th, at 5th you have H and COR. So at 5th you have H and RCO. Okay, so this is very easy. If you number the compound, it is very easy to write on the structure, because now you know the reaction is between C1 and C5 carbon. So a 5-member ring structure will be obtained. And what are the various substituents which are present on them? At 2nd, 3rd, 4th, they are only hydrogens. Okay, but at first we have O negative and R dash, and at 5th we have H and RCO. H and RCO. So it is very easy to write on the structure. And now we know the O negative present here will abstract the proton from water molecule. Hydroxide ion is eliminated and here you get OH. So aldol is formed. What is the next step? Dehydration. So when you heat it, now this is the carbonyl carbon. So this is alpha carbon. This is beta carbon. So H from here, OH from here goes out as water molecule and double bond comes here. So double bond. Now, in this case, this is cyclic structure with 5 carbon atoms. But carbonyl group is not present at any of the carbon present in this ring. And therefore, here we are not writing down on, pentenone. Pentenone means when the carbonyl group is also present at any of the 5 carbon atoms. So since the carbonyl group is not present here, so it is cyclopentene. And what is this and this? Therefore, I have written derivative. If we have H and H or methyl and ethyl, accordingly we can name this compound. Okay. So this is cyclopentene derivative. So till now we have discussed 3 types of reactions. Reaction with 1,4-dicarbonyl compounds, reaction with 1,5-dicarbonyl compounds, reaction with 1,6-dicarbonyl compounds. And now I am starting with the specific example. Till now we have discussed the category. Now we'll discuss a specific example. For example, if we have to write down the aldol cyclization of hexane 1,6-diol. Diol means two aldehyde group. 1,6 means they are present at the first position and the sixth position. So I think you can easily draw the structure of hexane 1,6-diol. So total 6 carbon atoms, 1, 2, you can number it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now you have to do aldol cyclization, means you have to heat it in presence of base. So now I think you people can easily guess that it is a which alpha hydrogen which will be abstracted. So if the reaction is taking place at C1 carbonyl group, it is this. It is a symmetrical molecule. So if you remove this alpha hydrogen from C2, then attack will be at C6. If you remove alpha hydrogen from C5, then attack will be at C1. Because in both the cases, symmetrical molecules, in both the cases, you will end up with a 5-member ring structure. So, okay, so first step will be base will abstract the alpha hydrogen from here to give you the enolate ion. And then you have to number this enolate ion. As I told you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it is the fifth carbon, the negative charge on the fifth carbon, which is attacking on the carbonyl group. Carbon, and the double bond will be shifted towards the oxygen. So the bond is between C1 and C5. So draw a 5-member ring structure and number it. At first you have O negative and H, and at fifth you have H and CHO. So H and CHO at fifth, and at first O negative and H. Now you know O negative will abstract proton from water molecule to get converted into OH. And this is nothing but the aldol. So whole of the molecule will remain as such. Instead of O negative, it will be OH. And now the last step, when you heat it, dehydration take place. This is the this is the carbonyl carbon. So this is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon. So H from alpha carbon, OH from beta carbon, loss of water molecule, and the double bond will be formed here. Now, this is cyclopent-1-ene carbaldehyde. If you can recollect, I told you when you have the values of R and R dash, you can name accordingly. This is the aldehyde group carbaldehyde which is present here. So this carbon will be labeled as 1 carbon. This is second carbon. And at 1 carbon, at the first position, you have double bond as well. So the name is cyclopent-1-ene carbaldehyde. So this is the name of this compound. Now, aldol cyclization of 2,6-heptanedione. I think all of you can easily write down the structure. You have to draw 7 carbon atoms. And on the 7 carbon atoms, you draw the structure, straight chain molecule with double bond at second and sixth position. Okay. So you number it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So first step is the abstraction of the alpha hydrogen. Now here, as you can see, this is the structure in front of you. You can easily see that again asymmetrical molecule. Okay. So if you remove the alpha hydrogen from 6th position, then it will attack at the first position and you will end up with a 6-member ring structure which is stable. And therefore 6-member ring structure will be formed. That means the base will abstract the hydrogen which is present at the 6th position. And this is alpha hydrogen with respect to the C5 carbonyl group. Okay. So this is the enolate ion formed. The negative charge comes here. Now number it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 will attack here. So a 6-member ring. You can easily draw. Number the carbon atoms. And accordingly at first write down O negative and CH3. At 6th both hydrogens are available. So this is the ring formed in this case. This is the ring structure. And then this O negative will abstract proton from the water molecule and get converted into OH. So the aldol is formed. And the last step, when you heat it, dehydration takes place. This is alpha carbon. Sorry, this is the carbonyl carbon. This is alpha carbon. This is beta carbon. So hydrogen from alpha carbon, OH from beta. So double bond comes here. You can easily name this compound. This is 6-membered cyclic structure. Carbonyl group always get preference over double bond. So it is always numbered as 1. The 1, 2, 3. So at third position you have methyl, so 3 methyl. At second position you have double bond 2 cyclohexenone. So cyclohexenone, because in the cyclic ring you have both double bond and the carbonyl group. Double bond is present at the second position with respect to the carbonyl group. So 2 cyclohexenone, and at the third position you have methyl. So this is the way how you can number or give the IUPAC nomenclature to a cyclic system. Now the last example, it is example 3. Here I have taken that example where we have not taken the dicarbonyl compound directly, but it is formed as a product from some reaction. And the example is this. This is a cyclic structure, 5-member ring structure with a double bond, ozone, zinc and water. All of you know the first step is ozonolysis. This part you have already done in alkenes. In alkenes you have seen in the ozonolysis the double bond gets cleaved and the carbonyl comes at that position. So that means now we will do both the step one by one. So first step is the ozonolysis. In ozonolysis the cleavage will take place. So this bond will get cleaved and a carbonyl group comes here and a carbonyl group comes here. So carbonyl group, while the rest of the molecule will remain as such. As you can see, at this carbon methyl group is there, at this carbon methyl, and at this carbon there is hydrogen, so at this carbon hydrogen, and the rest of the molecule like this. So this is the dicarbonyl compound which is formed by the ozonolysis of this alkene. Okay, you number it. Start with from here, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number the carbon atoms. Now all of you know that this is alpha carbon. Yes, with respect to C5, it is alpha carbon. So this hydrogen is alpha hydrogen, which is abstracted by the base, because second step is you treat it with a base and heat it. So base will abstract the alpha hydrogen present at the 6th position. Okay, so here CH2 negative come. This CH2 negative which comes here is enolate ion, and this negative charge will then attack at the C1 position. You can see here. So this is the enolate ion which is generated by the treatment with base, and now you can see that this negative charge attacks at the carbonyl carbon and the double bond will shift it toward the oxygen. So what will you get? So now there is a bond between C1 and C6. So a 6-member ring structure is there. As I told you, what is the easier way? Draw a 6-member cyclic structure, number all the carbons so that you can easily write down the substituents on various positions. So 6-member ring structure, I have already numbered the carbon atoms. Now you can see at C1 you have O negative and H. So O negative and H, 2, 3, 4. At 5th we have carbonyl group. So at 5th carbonyl group, and at 6th we have 2 hydrogens. So 2 hydrogen at 6th carbon. And then I think now all of you know that O negative will abstract proton from the water molecule. So get converted into aldol, that is OH. And then in this aldol when we heat it, so by dehydration, carbonyl, alpha carbon, beta carbon, so H from here, OH from here, eliminate and double bond comes here. And if you have to name this compound, 6-member ring structure, carbonyl group, double bond is at second position to the carbonyl group, 1, 2. So it is 2-cyclohexenone. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I hope this concept is clear to everyone. Thank you.